OCD Recording has been in business for how many years?
14.
14 years?
Yeah.
And I'll have to take some pictures when I leave out of here. You got a lot of albums on the wall out there in the waiting room, so been through a lot of projects.
Right.
Could you name some of the bands that you've worked with?
I've worked with Down, Exhorder, Crowbar, obviously. I did Kirk Winstein's solo album. I'm working on another solo album for Kirk right now. Yeah. A shit ton of local bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch.
And has this always been the same location, or have you moved during that time?
No, this is where I've been for 14 years. Yeah.
In Metairie.
Yep.
That's cool. Your most recent project is somebody that I ended up meeting up with was Blackwater Canal.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was a fun project. We did the whole thing in like 3 days.
That's what they said.
Yeah, and they were here the whole time. We recorded it, mixed it, edited all at the same time with everybody here standing over me.
Right.
And it was pretty fun actually. You know, it's kind of like that under the gun, you know, run and gun kind of recording.
Sure.
It wasn't the sit there and edit for several hours and mix for a couple days. It was just everything old school.
Yeah. And you said Vinny LaBella from Exhorder was co-producer on that?
Yeah.
And you did say he's the meticulous type, so how did that work out? This 3-day rush with a meticulous guy.
Yeah, he would kind of would stay out of the way.
Yeah.
In those situations, you know. But he'd pop in and say, "Why don't we do this?"
Yeah.
And make sure everything was, you know, up to standards, I guess, you know.
What's your normal span of time for a project that size?
It depends on the band. I mean, it's like the Exhorder album with Vinny. I mean, that was 4 months of us being in here, not just 4 months dilly-daddling around. It was like a month of pre-production and 3 months of recording the album with no days off. Every single day. It depends on the budget too. You know, I work with whatever budget the band has, and you know, if it's something where we're, you know, it's going to be shopped out to a record label or something and trying to get the best, and they got a little bit of money behind them, we might spend the extra time with the editing, or if they don't have the money and we're just trying to get the best we can in this, you know, at an affordable rate or whatever. So it could be something like that. Could be 5 songs, could be a 2-week project, or 3 days like it was with Blackwater Canal.
Yeah. Some of the guys that you've named that you've worked with, though, I mean, they really have their shit together, so to speak. So, I mean, when they come in here, you're not waiting for just the right vocal take or something. I mean, they're nailing it pretty much, right?
Sometimes not. You know, it's always different. I mean, you're working with artists, so there's, you know, moods and, you know, whatever's going on that day, or whatever, you know, equipment failures you're dealing with, or whatever, or sometimes we're writing the stuff in here. So you know, like a Crowbar album, they'll come in here and start recording and all, and nobody knows what the vocals are going to do while we're recording it.
Oh wow!
And then the day of, Kirk's writing vocals and comes in here and we start banging it out. You know, so some of the creative process happens right here.
Yeah. Okay. Which do you prefer? Does it matter?
It doesn't. I really take everything just as it comes. I adapt to whatever our situation is here.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool, man. I'm sure it's kind of inspiring to see it unfold, so to speak, not knowing what you're going to have at the end of the day, and, you know, shaping that up, you know, being pleased with that. That's cool.
Can I waste your time with every answer?